Looks like we're about to have ourselves a monster mash.
Hi everyone, in this tutorial I'm basically going to be showing you guys how to create and customize your own characters from scratch. Do things such as swapping out the skin color, changing the body parts, adjusting all the character components to different sections of the body, and also adjusting your character skeleton as well. So let's get started here, and the first thing I want to do is I'm going to transfer Groucho's head over to Indigo's base here. So I'm just going to select Groucho, go over to the head tab, and I'm going to press this add button over here on the content manager, and let's call it Groucho. Whoops, Groucho. We can just call it Groucho for now, and select the Indigo base and simply double click the Groucho head, and that'll transfer right over there, and you'll see the color of the body will change as well according to the head. So it's pretty convenient. Let's just delete the old Groucho here and go over to the Indigo, and the first thing I want to do, let's give him some ears and some eyes just so he looks a little bit normal. I'll go to the Actor tab and over to Accessories here, and let's add in these eyes here. Now these eyes are purple, and they will not match with the skin color of Groucho, but that can be easily changed. Let's first get him into position here. Now the eyes are a bit more complicated than most other accessories or character components on your character, so I'm going to scale these down really quickly first here. And if I want to actually position these in the correct place, if I want to separate the eyes, I need to go into my scene manager here, and I'll show you a bit about the hierarchy of the eyes. I'll just open up the eye hierarchy here. You see there's some dummies. The left dummy will allow you to move the left eye by itself, and the right dummy will allow you to move the right eye by itself. You can move those, and you can also rotate them as well to your desired position. Now there's actually a couple other things beyond these dummies. There's the eyelid, eyeball, and eye blink. Now the eyelid is this part here, the outer section of the eye. The eyeball is the eyeball, and the eye blink is the rear part of the eye that comes over when your character blinks. So that's the three parts of your character. Now what I want to do first is I want to swap the colors here. Change it from, of course, purple to green. Now luckily in the character in the library, material library, the Monster Workshop comes with all different colors for all different components. So what I can do is actually I can select this left dummy eye here. We'll do this one first, and go over to my materials in the modify panel to the right. I can select my eyelid, and then simply load material. And there you'll see I have my Monster Workshop folder. Here's the hierarchy to get to that particular folder if you're interested. And so I'm in the eye folder here, and eyelid, I'll just select the eyelids here in green, and you'll see it will be replaced with a green color. And iris we don't need to change. Eye blink, we'll just change that. That's the eye blink right there. And we can do the same thing for the right eye as well. So eye blink, just load material, load this one, and eyelid, we'll load this material here. Cool, so there we go, my character's all set up with the correct colors. We'll just add in some ears quickly for good measure. There we go, there's the ears. Now I'll position those in the correct place as well. Bring them a little bit back here. Looks good enough, and maybe rotate them a bit further down. Kind of looks like the Dobby character from Harry Potter, maybe like his ugly brother. But anyways, as well as the eyes, you need to adjust the ear color as well. Now I can select either ear dummy, or I can just select the total the ear component, and you'll see there are 4 items in my material ID drop-down menu here. Standard 2 will be the name for the ear colors, so I can just load material, and here I need to go into the ear folder, and there we go, and select the correct ear, and boom, that should change color. Alright, and select the other ear, standard 2, load material, and do the same thing. So there's my my custom character. I'm going to do a couple other things with this character as well. Let's go to the actor, select the character. We'll go to the avatar section. And over here we have avatar proportion in the modify panel to the right. So I'll just select that really quickly. And let's give this guy a bit more height. So I'll select his midsection here, maybe lengthen that out a bit. Maybe make him a bit thinner as well. Maybe lose some weight. Oops, not width. Depth is the what we want here. There we go. Select his midsection. Maybe increase the depth there as well. It's really skinny. And from the front we can add a little to the length. Maybe down at the width a little bit. Oh, there we go. Good enough. Something like that's good. Well, didn't really need to adjust that. Anyways, now if you're selecting the legs, and I want to increase the length of the legs, you can see, whoops, only one leg at a time. You can enter in the values, or you can do it more easily by just selecting the mirror option here. You can increase the length. There's something like that. Let's do that for the lower legs as well. He suddenly grew a few feet. And we can do that with the arms as well, just to match. So his arms doesn't have short stubby arms and long legs. Alright, there's some long arms. Alright, so that's about all we'll do with the character proportion. There's also presets here you can choose as well. You can do the hands, and you can select all the items from this drop down menu here. So that's that. Here's my character with his components. Now what I want to do is maybe I want to adjust my character's skin color a bit from the original. So I can go over to the skin section here, and I can do this in any number of ways. You can see I can select the material ID here for my character. If I want, I can also just adjust the color within iClone. I can launch it in Photoshop as well, but I'm just going to show you how I can do it in iClone here as well. I can adjust the hue to any number of different colors I want. Maybe let's put it up to like 45. Turn down the saturation a bit. Maybe like minus 20. There we go. And that's that. So what I need to do now is I need to actually adjust the eyes as well. Since I adjusted the skin color, the components didn't follow suit. So I'm going to select my I'm just going to skip by the eye blinks because we won't see those in this tutorial anyways. I'll just do the eyelids to make it a bit speedier here. So I think we had 45 for the hue, we had negative 20 for the saturation, I think. There we go. And I'll select the other eyelid as well. Where is that other eyelid? Here we go. And negative 45, and negative 20. Oops. Oh, not negative 45, positive 45. Remember to keep your values in order. There we go. Alright, and the ears, same thing. That'll be a bit more simple. Standard 2. And 45. This can be one of the more monotonous procedures in your character customization procedure. Is adjusting all the material ID colors here. 45. And saturation was negative 20. Good. Oh, I think that other one was, oh yes, negative 20. There we go. Looks a little bit off. Alright, so there's my character with all the colors correct. Now what I want to do is maybe I'll give this character some hair. Why not give him some hair? So here I'm going to select spring parts. And I'm going to actually put this tail on my character first. Double click on the tail. And you can see that, boom, he will suddenly have a tail and it will attach to his pelvis. But we want that to be on his head. I found that this actually makes some pretty funky looking hair as well, so let's move it up to his head there. Make sure it's in the right position. Maybe rotate it a little bit. There we go. And if you want to give him a thicker head of hair, we can just add another tail in there. And do the same thing with that one as well. Bring this over like that. Rotate it. And there we go. Give him the appearance of a thick head of hair. Kind of looks like a punk hairstyle, but alright, so the first tail, what I want to do is, if I select that first tail, I can actually just select the material ID there as well. You'll see the material ID in the diffuse map there. I can, of course, launch that in Photoshop. If I want to do it the simpler way, I can just adjust the hue within iClone. Let's give him some reddish hair there. And do the same thing with the other. We'll give him some really interesting styles of hair. Something that matches a bit more. There we go. You can choose whatever color you want. I just kind of chose randomly there. But yeah, there's my character with his hair. And yeah, that's how to get the how to adjust or add components to different sections of your body. But you'll see that if I go into the animation tab and I select my motion puppet, I'm just using this to show you an example here really quickly. If I press the dance motion here, you'll see that, oh, the hair kind of has a life of its own. And it's kind of just floating off the body. The reason for that is because it's actually attached to the pelvis of your character. So if I select my tail here and I go up to here, you can see that indeed it is attached to RL pelvis, which is the root of the character. Now, we can actually go into the directory here and choose the correct bone to attach that part to, and that will be RL head. So I want to select position and rotation here, and when I do that, you'll see that it'll reset to this position here. That's no problem. We can just rotate it once again, move it up to the correct spot here, right there, and there we go. So, oops, we need to do the same thing with the other hair as well. So we'll just do that really quickly. Spine, neck, head. There we go. Position and rotation. Okay, so just keep that in mind when you're attaching, you know, different character components to different parts of your body. It's a really useful tip to know. All right, so there we go. There's my character right there. And what I want to do now is just attach a couple of other props that are not part of the Monster Workshop onto my character as well. So again, if I go into Actor and Accessories, let's go to let's make this guy look a little bit more intelligent. He looks kind of punky right now, but let's just add in this bow tie. Maybe that'll make him look a bit smarter. We'll see. From G3 Clone Cloth New Look Pack, and I can just bring that up. There's my zoom in a little bit so I can see it better. Maybe rotate it. There we go. Here's his bow tie. He has a pretty massive head, so the bow tie kind of gets hidden behind that, but I can bring it down a bit there. And maybe for good measure, we'll throw in, these are my favorite looking glasses, these Pocket Pet Teddy glasses. It's a pack from 3D Universe. So you can see them, they're really small at the bottom there. They're intended for smaller character, of course. So I'll just bring that over here. I'll bring it up to my character. Now you'll see that the pivot point for this particular prop is way down there, below the prop. So if I scale it, you'll see it will scale kind of not really the way I want it to. It'll scale upwards. So to avoid this, I can actually just quickly detach these glasses from the character, and I can select the middle pivot point here, and you'll see it'll move my pivot point up to the middle of the glasses there. From there I can scale it a bit better, something a bit more accurate for my character. You bring the back a bit. Those are big glasses, my friend, big glasses. Alright, so there we go. He looks a little bit more nerdy, maybe a little bit hipster maybe. But what we need to do now is, since that's not attached to anything, that pair of glasses yet, let's move over, and here's the other way you can attach items to different bones. Before I showed you going into the hierarchy, this time you can, I'll show you how to pick parent and simply select the head from the stage here, and you'll see it attaches directly to RL head. And there we go. So that character is all attached now. We can show the animation. Oops. Let's go to the motion. Let's show this guy dancing around. There we go. Everything's all attached correctly. Alright, we'll do one more thing here. Let's see, we can just I'm going to add a tattoo onto this character here. So I'm going to go over again to his, this is the last thing I'll do, over to the skin section here, and his diffuse map. Make sure RL upper is selected, or wherever you want to add his tattoo anyways. And I'll just launch this map, and it'll bring up Adobe Photoshop. As you can see, I have an old school Photoshop CS2 here. Okay, and once that loads up, what I want to do is give him a pretty mean looking tattoo. So let's go to File, Open, Now I have a skull and crossbones here. Down here you see that, that picture right there. That's a transparent PNG, so I can just simply select Control A, Control C to copy it, and Control V to paste it onto my map here, and press Control T to transform it to a different size. We want to put it on his arm, so I'll shift scale this a bit further down. I can rotate it this way, and we'll put it on his left arm there, right about there, and we can apply that. And I'll just merge the layer down here, so select layer, merge down, so I can simply just save it and it'll automatically replace the layer, or automatically replace the map in iClone. And go to save, and just save that, and open that up, and you can see there, pretty mean looking tattoo. This guy's getting more and more hardcore as time goes on. So one last thing as well, I'm going to give him some shoes to show you guys the shoes in the Monster Workshop pack. You can select either one of these shoes, and of course with those shoes you can change the color, change the scale, anything like that you want. Now there is one issue with this character as well. You'll notice that when I apply a regular iClone animation, such as a walking animation, let's go over to the walk here in the motion puppet, and you'll see that if I have a basic walk, if I preview that, you'll see that there's a little bit of an issue there. His arms are actually going through his, penetrating his torso mesh. So that's because his initial mesh settings, or his initial bone settings in 3D Exchange are not ideally set for iClone motions. So what I want to do is I can actually just go into my actor tab, avatar section, and let's go edit in 3D Exchange, and that will launch up 3D Exchange here. And once that loads up my character, let's close this. Once that loads up my character, you'll see him in a T-pose. And if you have issues like this where regular default iClone motions are causing this kind of issue with your character, you can simply go in here and adjust the skeleton by going down in the Modify panel here and going Adjust Standard Bone. So this character has a standard bone, but we want to adjust it a little bit to be more suitable for iClone motions. So here's some preview motions you can try here. This dance, if I preview that, you can see there's some more torso penetration there. So what I want to do is deselect this active checkbox here, go to my character, and I want to select these clavicle bones here, and I want to raise them a little bit, maybe about 15 degrees, something like that. It really depends on your particular character. I think 15 degrees should be enough. So I'll just raise that other one up about 15 degrees as well. And we don't want his arms to be sticking out too much, so let's bring his arm section down a little bit here. Maybe we can bring that back down about 14 degrees, 15 degrees. And so this will kind of create an area where he can, his arms will conform around his kind of chubby little body there. So once that's done, I think that should be about good. I'll select active one more time, and let's try this dance motion preview one more time. You'll see that there, it's a lot better this time. And if I can select a walk motion as well, like I did before, and you'll see that that looks a lot better than it did before. So from this point on, I just go to Convert and Apply to iClone, and that will apply my adjustment directly to iClone. And you'll see his arms just adjusted there really quickly. So this will be my character's natural pose now. He looks even meaner because his arms are a little bit out, but alright, that's my character. So we can just go into Motion Puppet and we can use any animation on him. Let's give him a cool walk here. Yeah, that's more like it. You wouldn't want to walk into this guy or meet this guy walking down the street, that's for sure. Anyway, so that's some basic Monster Workshop customization. There'll be another tutorial after this that deals more with the material maps, the texture maps, and all that stuff. So stay tuned for that.